On today's episode of Watch Chair Go, we are back in the warehouse with my Volvo XC90 we went to LKQ and bought parts for last time. And today, hopefully, we're gonna drive it out of here. What is going on, guys? I am Watch Chair Go, and today I'm here with my 2003-2004, I think it's a 2004 Volvo XC90. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I've been dreading this for a long time. In the last video, we did the fun part of the job. We replaced the thermostat housing, got everything sealed back up. Today, we have to replace the two radiator hoses, the heater core hoses, the actual rubber hoses, not the line. Those are already new, you saw that in a previous video. And we're gonna change the coolant expansion tank. The old one wasn't broke, but good practice to change some of these German plastic parts. When they age, I mean, a lot of times they break. You can see all the prettiness that is that new thermostat housing sitting right there. The new nipple that runs over to the expansion tank out of there. But it breaks all the time because they're plastic from the factory. This one is metal. Hopefully it does not break. So we're gonna do the radiator hoses as well. There's a lower one over there and the upper one over here. And honestly, I am at a 100% loss on how to do this without pulling the entire front clip off the car. And I can tell you, you can't pull the entire front clip off the car. It looks like it's basically impossible. So here's that upper radiator hose. Take a look at that clamp right there. It is 1000% inaccessible. Maybe a 6mm ratchet wrench, but I don't have one of those. If all else fails, I guess I'll just get in here with a wrench and spend about 40 minutes undoing that clamp. But that's the only way I can see to possibly do this without taking the whole front end apart on this car. There's so much bracketry and stuff. It looked like it was gonna be an easy front clip pull. It's not. It's honestly, it would take, I guess, almost a full day's work to take that thing apart. There's all kinds of bolts that run inside that you can't see, a lot of blind fasteners. There's bolts that run into the fenders themselves. And I mean, there's just no way to access that. This has been an adventure. Usually Volvos are super well engineered and fun to work on. I love the T5. Obviously this is the T6, it's a little bit bigger. That's probably why the thermostat housing was a little bit harder. But hopefully by the end of the day, I'm putting this whole thing back together. So we're gonna go on a hunt, try to find tools that will make this job work, and go from there. Those two bolts should take that off. So I'm gonna pull the skid plate right now. I know Mark told me that his friend that borrowed this car filled it with pure water. I didn't really believe that. I mean, it can't be just water. Oh no, just water in this cooling system. It is crystal clear. That tint is left over from the Jeep. What's coming out of here is pure water. All right, boys, we're going in. I know that this light is horrific on camera. Unfortunately, like, it's the greatest light ever, but it's basically become worthless to me because I can't use it ever because it causes a terrible flicker. You'll see immediately. It's a PWM modulated LED, which causes major problems with the cameras, but it will be enough light for me to actually see what's going on. All right, I can see the top of the hose, but not the bottom of the hose. Goodbye, forever light. Oh, there they are. I think I found them both. There's one and there's one. Oh, yes. Wow, those things are so buried. What an insane job. All I can say is we're gonna try it. So let me grab some screwdrivers and we're gonna hop in here and see if we can make some magic happen. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the hoses too, because I need to make sure that when I take one off, I put the right one back on. They are two very different heater core hoses. Big screwdrivers, short screwdrivers, tall screwdrivers, long screwdrivers. We're gonna make one of these fit. Here's our new hose clamps for the little guys, and here's our new heater hoses to swap these things out. I think this is the one that goes into the side of the engine. It's really long. I know it's impossible to see what I'm doing, but honestly, it's impossible to show you what I'm doing. There is no camera that's going in here. So these are originally radiator hoses. They say Volvo on top of them. In Spain, it's gonna take a while to get these out with a screwdriver. What I would give for something power and tiny that would fit inside there. There's a chance once you pull these clamps off the radiator hoses and remove the radiator hose, you might be able to sneak in behind the radiator hose, where the radiator hose was at least, and get that heater core line off. So I'm trying here. I've got the clamp about halfway loose. This is definitely one of those situations where you need your hose removal tool, but it won't fit. You can see where the radiator hose used to go, that line right beside it with the hose clamp sticking up, that's the heater core line. And to reach that, it looks, I mean, the camera changes all the angles, but that's how far back it is. So we'll see if I can find some kind of tool. Maybe I can get a screwdriver in there to get that thing loose. We did it! One hose is going to be a victory. These are all original. The manufacturer date on this hose is 0303. Crazy that it lasted this long. I wonder if that means the radiator is original too. It did look pretty beat up. Anyway, this hose clamp, I was able to sit here and get tiny little turns on it with this 7mm wrench. Not a ratchet wrench, of course, because I don't have anything that small. After cranking on it for a long time, I was able to rotate the hose, which rotated the clamp, and gave us some actual access. And I'm going to put the clamp on backwards so you can get a wrench in there. I'll just flip it over so it's facing that way, and it will be no problem to fix this for the next person, instead of the nightmare I had to go through. And I think it's about completely loose now. I can actually reach the clamp, keep the screwdriver on it, which is crazy. I didn't think it was going to happen. All right. Links to all of this in the description below. This is from FCP Euro, of course. They have all your Euro parts, Volvo, Audi, Mercedes, all that good stuff. FCP Euro has usually the OEM parts even from Volvo. So this is a Rhine, which is aftermarket, but I like Rhine, and that old hose is pretty shot. New hose looks really nice. So here's our hose clamp. I want to reverse it. That should fix that problem. And now I just need to find the clamp that came off of that. Well, if it isn't me talking about how much I love working on Volvos and then having to work on this piece of junk. Usually, Volvos are amazing. Ah! Oh, I somehow didn't skin my arm. All right, we are getting there. I think this is gonna work. I've got my quarter. This has been sort of working for other clamps on this car. I've done a lot of hose clamps. I've seen a lot of hose clamps in my day. And when I go clock hose clamps, I'm like, this seems pretty serviceable and that looks pretty, right? So you want to get them parallel, you line up all the hose clamps, make them all point the exact same direction, because you're building a car that somebody's going to look at and somebody's going to have to work on too. I think, let's take a look over here. We're ready to hook up the actual heater core hoses now. That one should go there, and this one should go here, but I need to put some silicone grease on those before they actually get tightened down. You can see them sticking out there. Everything's new. Oh, this is going to be awesome. I have found that if you do this wrong, it will push the O-ring out of the coupler, so you got to make sure that both sides are lubricated, and then wiggle it on there, and then get it to positively engage, and then those things are locked on. After reclocking what is the last hose clamp in the cooling system, other than the expansion tank over there, I think I can reach this from up top. I think. Oh yeah. You're welcome, whoever has to work on this next. You are so very welcome. So that is the cooling system rebuild on a 2004 XC90. A wild job. I don't know how else to describe this, but I'm pretty tired after all that. New hoses throughout, and most of them are inaccessible. I assume that they want you to attach all the hoses and then put the whole engine and subframe back in on this car. That's probably how they do it from the factory, and then they just slide on those quick disconnects for the heater core there. Our new expansion tank's on, new hose. This hose was actually fuel line. Somebody had replaced that, and part of the nipple off of that thermostat housing is still stuck inside there. so I had to go get new line because it would not come out. Obviously this stuff gets hard, really brittle, and the new heater core, this is actually a heater hose, and it's very pliable and should stay pliable, I hope. So before I finish putting on all the charge pipes and all this stuff that dresses up the top of the engine here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the coolant vacuum, the Airlift UView 5000, I think, and we're gonna pull a vacuum on this and see if it actually holds, so we know if there's any issues right now. That way we don't have to take all this back apart later. Well, the vacuum system couldn't pull a vacuum on the Volvo, so I was like, let's put a little bit of water in here and figure out what's going on. And guess what? It might be a cracked block. Let's fill this thing up and lift it. All right, it's pouring water out. There is no way to see where that water's coming from. Just kind of everywhere. There's where it's coming from. You can see that wire in the lower right hand corner. That's that wire to that temp sensor, and behind that wire is a piece of plastic, and that piece of plastic is where it looks like the actual leak's coming from. So I guess game plan is tear the side back off the engine. At least it's not the hoses. The hoses were a bigger nightmare than all that. Well, that is our stopping point for today. I've got it all torn back down. We're going to try to put this together again tomorrow and get that wire to route better. I really think that wire was holding the whole thing up, but I don't want to take the VVT solenoids off because then we'll have to regasket those, and it's just an avalanche of work because of the way they designed this. So we're gonna try to get this all positioned and put together without crushing the wire or keeping the housing held away from the side of the block. I'm really hoping that's what happened there. I don't know for sure, but I'm hoping that's what happened. And we're back. Now, hopefully there's only 15 minutes of work here, but you guys all know that ain't true. Anyway, I'm gonna try to put this back together. There's really no instructions on how this gasket goes on. It is a metal gasket, but I like to put RTV on these, but it's a crush gasket. This time we're gonna put it in dry. Sounded bad. And we're gonna route that wire, because if there's no RTV on it, I can move the wire, move the gasket, get this all together, and it should work out. So that's what we're gonna try to do this time. Hopefully it drops right back together. Then we'll just cinch down the bolts and fill it with coolant again, and hopefully this thing's good to go. What an absolute fight the Volvo has been. I guess that's what happens when you get a free car. There we go. Now we got a vacuum on the system. Make sure we don't get any air. Pulling that coolant out of there real fast. This is the actual Volvo concentrated coolant. Wow. Super full. We got the cooling system done. You saw it vacuum filled there. Obviously we need to start it, make sure everything's good, maybe check the bleeds, but I think we're gonna be okay here now. Obviously we were able to pull a vacuum on the cooling system, so it's back together. It literally just didn't seat correctly, and I think it was because of the RTV. Who knows? Anyway, that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know we were gonna pull it out today, but there's another hour to throw all the rest of this stuff on. I got a lot of car to put back together here. So we will do that tomorrow. Don't forget to head on over to shop.watchjericho.com for cool shirts just like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. And I will talk to you next time. Also, it took me a long time because I sold this today. The money should be here tomorrow. I know it's been a little bit since we took this apart, and you're thinking, man, all you have to do is like put the headlights back in. No, I have to put all that plastic back in, and it all needs cleaned up first, and I've got new fasteners for a lot of it. So there's actually quite a bit of work to do. Otherwise I would have just knocked this right out, but it's 9 and you guys have to see this in 2 hours.